Hi, VJ Benski here with a tutorial on how to do output scaling and output masking. This is the first of two tutorials. In this tutorial, I will cover a rather simple situation, and in the part 2 tutorial, I will explain the complex multiple panel mapping. So here goes. The first thing I want you to check out is if you're using a projector or an LED screen and the projection or screen area is not the same as the full output. There is a feature in Xnth under the config screen called output scaling, and if you check this, you can actually change the size. I'll just scroll out of the output window. There's quite a lot of options here. I found on LED walls sometimes the actual video that it's sampling is not in the center. It's sometimes a little piece down here. It just depends on how the engineer has set it up. Likewise with the projector, if you're doing a stage mapping or oh geez, you're just in a club with a funny setup, this feature here could be really helpful to dial in and make sure that all your pixels and content all lands on the projection surface. It's a very fast way to change your entire environment. These changes here, this output scaling saves into your environment. So once you've got this right, you can save an extra copy of your environment. You just come up here, give it a different name, and then click save. And then you have it for the rest of the time you're using the screen. Anyhow, let's assume though that the screen is perfect and the output is exactly how we want it. So just reset this stuff to 0 and 1. Okay, so the deal here is that we want to do a projection on a round screen and we don't want it to show anywhere on the outside. The first thing you need to do is choose a media layer bank. I recommend using the very last one here, media layer bank 10. This is because it is the highest stage of media layers. So the layers here sit on the very top of the Xnth output. Now come over to 2D and you see here a selection panel. So just zoom out. I'm going to select number 5. I'm going to choose image. I'm going to double click. And you should have these in your Xnth at the moment. These are a mask content pack. If you don't have this, check out the forum and grab yourself a copy. So in this case, we would like to go with a sphere and we want to make it let's go with the hard edge one. It's much easier to see. So I'll right click to accept it and right click to apply it. You can see it's much too big, so we need to reduce the size down. And a little trick I learned while just mucking around with these blend modes here was that if I select a source of 3 and a destination of 3, I get a perfect blackout on the sides. And just one last step, you need to go back to the run screen and click this button here just below the selection of 5 here. This little button which you see lights up when you click it off, on, it's a lock. So now this overlay is locked on the output. If I didn't click this, the second I choose a different preset, the overlay would disappear. So yeah, very important. That's it. You've set the output scaling over here on the config page. You've applied your mask over here on the media layer. You've set your blend mode. You've done all your scaling and moved it. You can move it around, of course, if you need to move it up or down or left or right. You can do this at any stage. If it's a square or hexagon, let's just quickly change it. Let's say we want to go with the inside here. Let's take this octagon, and you want to rotate it because it's slightly different. This is where you got these features here, and that's how you go with output masking. Check out tutorial 2 for how to complex mask. I'm VJ Benski. Thanks for watching.